When you work on TypeScript, for sure you understand what declaration means. It is the type definition files or the typing files that contain the types of your code. And if you publish your package, typically you want to turn it on. But you may notice there's also this flag, the declaration map. The question is, should you turn it on? From the handbook, it explains that when you turn it on, it will generate a source map for the typing file, which will point to the original TS file. That allows editors like VS Code to map the typing files back to the original TS file. So when you use the feature like go to definitions, VS Code can take you from your source code and navigate to the original code that you reference. And it also explicitly mentioned that it strongly recommends you to turn this on when you are using project references. Then the question is that the only use case? That is what we are going to talk about in this video. So let's get started. What you see here is the JustWeb React repository. It is a monorepo and it contains this React command package, which reference this React package, the JustWeb React package in the same monorepo, and you can see it over here. And currently, I have turned off the declaration map and compiled it. And so you can see that what's the behavior when that flag is turned off. So I'm going to here and you can see that I'm importing this use app context. So if I right click and click on the go to source definition, you can see that it points me to the compiled JavaScript code. And now if I go here to change the declaration map from false to true, save it, and then do build again. Let me do a false just in case. So once that is done, let me go back to the command palette and also just in case restart the TS server because sometimes it will take a while to load. So once I do that, if I go here, right click and click on go to source definitions, it will now bring me back to the source code. So you can see the benefit, especially during monorepo, that it goes directly to the source code that you're working on. It is a huge time saver. So now the question is that the only use case? If you saw the thumbnail of this video, you probably know my answer. So now let's go back to the command palette. And you notice I also import code from other JustWeb packages. These packages does not exist in this repository. It's actually in the JustWeb repository over here. So they are completely separate. So what happens if I right click on, for example, this keyboard and click on go to definition? So what you can see that it actually points me to the TypeScript source code. And this is also pretty useful as the TypeScript source code is easier to read compared to the code that, for example, is being compiled like here. And it is also better than just the type definitions because in the type definitions, you can only see the type and you cannot see how it's get implemented. This behavior, you need two things. I go to the JustWeb, this is inside plugin keyboards. So the first things we're going to look at is the TS config. And here I have to navigate down and the first thing you need to do is turning the declaration and declaration map on. You will also need to do one more thing, which is go to your package.json and make sure that your source code, in my case, the folder is the TS folder, is included in your distribution. Because if you do not do that, even though you have the typings and its source map, there's no source the editor can reference to because you didn't include it. So now you see the benefit of having the decoration map and how it improves your development experience. I will encourage you to turn it on and include your source into your distribution for every package that you wrote. So with that, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned something. And if you like these videos, please give this a thumbs up and we will see you in the next one. Bye bye.